Hey guys, Mr. 3D Hero here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about the Colosseum and some of my thoughts on it and why we should maybe focus a bit more on improving it through other methods instead of making it the same old within the game. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. So the Colosseum is a kind of proving ground or a 1v1 area for those that want to hone their skills against other opponents and, understand different move sets and different weaponry that they're not really common to, such as using EPG, using the phase shift, or using standard frag grenades. Now, although at first it was fun, it allows you to own your skills, it allows you to learn new things, and if you win, you earn, say for example, new advert gifts that offer you mainly banner cards or a really unique emblem or even more really unique camo. And it's fun, generally. It's exhilarating because you don't know what your opponent's thinking. You don't know if they're going to attack you. You don't know where they're going to go. You don't know how they're going to react to you shooting in their direction. It's all about prediction, and in many ways it works, and it's fun. It's exhilarating, and it gives you a profound feeling that you achieve something on your own without relying on other teammates. But the one problem I found with Colosseum is that the scenery and just the general game mode itself is kind of bland. Now, the ideal 1v1 situations, well, 1v1 situation with other people, has always been a common thing for players to, settle grudges. And in this area, it's great. Small area, enclosed, allows you and other player to use both same loadouts and to see which one is the better player overall. And it's a great proving ground. But the one problem with it is that it's kind of the same old thing every time you play it. Nothing changes. The scenery doesn't change. The stage doesn't change. The loadouts don't change. It's just the same old thing. So I think generally it would be a great time to add some additions to it. Make it a bit more better in terms of gameplay, in terms of actually offering you something new. And although we don't really need more new game modes, I think that maybe it would be time to kind of revise it, to actually give us a purpose to actually use our Colosseum tickets. Because at the current moment now, not many players will play Colosseum and use their Colosseum tickets. And Colosseum tickets are quite high demand when it comes down to advert gifts, as they seem to be giving them out over and over without actually giving us anything else. So here's a few ideas I got. To start things off, number one, how about giving us different scenery? Now, although I do enjoy the nice bland stage and not have to worry about anything happening outside, maybe it would be nice if they add in some effects of maybe a fight that's happening outside, or maybe a space battle, or maybe a simulation. Something different and new, something to make it feel like, oh, this is a major fight. Because it's fun, but it's kind of boring that in this type of situation, when we 1v1 fight people, of course we have to pay attention to each other, but don't you think it would be a bit more better if they put us into the middle of a battlefield where ongoing gunfire is occurring, where titans in the background are fighting, where soldiers are risking their lives left, right and centre trying to take out that one pilot that's decimating their team? It would be nice if they gave us some different scenarios, some different scenery instead. And it doesn't have to be anything major. It could just be a simple image in the background. Something new, maybe some snowy mountains, maybe some sand dunes, maybe some high-tech city, maybe some slums. Just something to spice up the scenery. Number two now would be the loadouts. Now the loadout is always the same, no matter what. And I'm fine with that because it basically means that the only way one of you are going to come out alive is to see who's better and who's more skilled in using this type of weapon. And that basically means that you have to use something that you're not familiar with. And it's great for learning how to use this type of setup, but it's also great for those that are, reasonable in using these type of loadouts. Using something different and new basically allow you to go into multiplayer with a different mindset. You see that weapon that you never use? This will be a great time to actually use it now. And that's fine, that's fine and dandy. But the one problem we have here is that the loadout doesn't change whatsoever. Maybe one day I want to use maybe the R201 with a different loadout. Maybe one day I want to use the softball, or the Cold War, or even the double take. So why can't they add in the ability, or maybe kind of a rotation, so that every time you face somebody, you're not always going to have the same loadout as before. The loadout always changes. is always going to change to something else. So whatever loadout you have, your opponent will always have. So in many ways, it will stay balanced. And then maybe add in some certain additions into it, such as you can't ADS with the weapon whatsoever. You have to hit fire with the weapon, or make it so that you have a timer where the person has to kill the person in this select amount of time before they slow down. Maybe add in something to, you know, spice it up a bit more. Now my third one is probably one of the most commonest ones, is that maybe it would be great if they changed the Colosseum into kind of like a party box. Now what I mean by party box, I mean instead of it just being a Colosseum where it's just 1v1 situation, maybe add in some other game modes into it to make it a more sophisticated game mode. So think of it kind of like attrition, where attrition can be split into two ways. It can be split into TDM and Bounty Hunter in a sense. This is kind of how Colosseum would be. Instead of it being 1v1, it can be actually turned into other game modes. Think of it like Mario Party. So for prime example, we could add in the Gauntlet, where both players have to get to the end goal within a select amount of time, or whoever gets the furthest is the winner. Or maybe add in a shooting range. Whoever kills the most amount of pilots or AI within the short amount of time is the winner. You know, kind of gives off the name Colosseum, because with Colosseum you expect to see a variety of different things going. So instead of me 1v1ing this person in the same situation scenario all the time, maybe it will be a great time to add in some other things into it to boost up how it is considered the Colosseum. Because what's the point of going into Colosseum where it's always 1v1 situation with you two using the same loadout with the same situation with the same scenario when nothing changes? It doesn't really seem like Colosseum to me, does it? It should always be the sense that you should be always having something else to play with. So one person goes in and only one person comes back out. But the scenario will always be different. So that means players will have to learn on the spot what's going to happen. So if you know how to wall run, the Gauntlet will be for you. If you know how to 1v1 somebody in open space using a EPG or Cold War, that'll be for you. If you're great with your aiming skills and you know how to take out multiple targets in a short amount of time, that will be for you. But generally, it would be really nice if they could introduce this into the game and, you know, give the Colosseum a bit more life to it. And also, it would be great if they also added in the ability to allow us to use up our Colosseum tickets, because not many people like the Colosseum, and that's reasonably fair. You don't have to like something that's stayed right there. So maybe allow us to trade it in. Maybe allow us to use our tickets to unlock camos or patches by random chance. This can be all RNG if they want it to be. Or maybe allow us to trade in our Colosseum tickets for credits, and allow us to use our credits for something outside. Just anything really to allow the Colosseum to be a bit more fun. But this is just a small minority of talk. This isn't something that many people want to talk about. It's not something that I see Respawn will make a major decision on unless there's a major vocal outcry by the community. And unless that happens, then I don't generally see anything like this actually happening. But it's always nice to give a nice idea to what I believe will be a nice introduction to the game, and may rejuvenate Colosseum to be more populated how it was when it was first released. So anyway, that's the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then leave a like for more. If not, then leave a dislike. Also leave a comment in the comment section saying what you want me to do next, or saying what you liked about the video. Anything helps. Also share the video. Let's get it out there. Let's see if there's other people that enjoy this type of content as well, because I'll always be doing this type of content, and I'll always be free to suggestions to anything else of a topic that you want me to cover. And also, just likely, do subscribe for more, as it really does help my channel out. It really does help me grow, and it also helps me to get out there and to attract more players. And hopefully this type of content will be really useful for those that want to get into Titanfall 2 and want to be more vocal in stuff that I like to be seen added into the game. But yeah, that's it really. Thank you all for watching. I do hope to see you again soon.